All right, folks. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. I'm having some issues with. I think it might be raining outside. Yeah, it's raining, and it's causing my. It's causing my internet to go in and out, in and out, in and out, and it's been doing it all day. It's been raining all day. You know what you expect. So I don't know what happened in the last stream. I really don't. But we ain't got nothing but a few more minutes to actually for me to finish this off, which is what I'm about to do as soon as I know it's somewhere around. Where is it? Oh yeah, I gotta go over here. Go over here, then go live. So I'm sorry that my stuff got kind of wonky at the end over there. Sorry about that, folks. But I'm gonna go ahead and let's finish this off, and let's let this guy finish talking.
Great, as you think they're going to work, because I'll put it like this: if you don't look at my face when I say this, if you don't know anything about weight painting or bone alignment or bone rotation or IK or FK animation,
before you buy any 3D program, I suggest you should read up on it. You know, you're not gonna learn that using Iclone. You're not gonna learn it using Iclone. Iclone wasn't made to teach you anything. Iclone was made to be used. All right. The way he's talking is he felt like he was going to learn all this stuff by using the program, and that's not going to happen. That's with any program. If you're buying a software, you have a use for the software. You don't you don't buy something because you want to buy it. You have to have a use for it. That's like having a furnace and buying firewood. You know that's that's if you get what I'm saying. You know, if you got a gas furnace, why are you buying firewood? You know. So let's go on with the rest of this, folks.
All of these softwares are going to seem foreign to you, and you're going to waste. I'm going to tell you how much time I wasted trying to learn these programs, and I know them now. I don't use them anymore.
Huh? What? You spent all your money learning the program, and you don't use it no more. What was it? Well, then, folks, you wasted your money. You wasted your time. You know? Why? Why? Yeah, well, why do that to you? Why? You know? Maybe he has a reason. Let's go and listen.
I animate in Blender. I still use CC3 because...
Okay, but you just said that you don't use it no more. But you say use CC3. Okay. All right. Makes sense.
It's let me explain this to you. CC3 is great for you if you already know how to sculpt, right? I learned how to sculpt separate from CC3. I know how to make a character from scratch, but I know how long it takes to retopologize a character for a good quality animation.
You remember that thing I said about add-ons? Or he said something about add-ons? Well, it's amazing how you can go and buy topology tools whose specific mission, whose specific goal is to retopologize characters. You know, to retopologize characters and do it efficiently and good. You know, so I would suggest that if he uses Blender, he should know about these tools. If not, he should look into retopology tools. Look at RetopFlow. Look into ExoSlide, Remesh it. I mean, look at it. It's a whole bunch of tools you can get. You can actually go and sculpt all you want to in Blender or ZBrush, and bring it right over into Iclone, and yeah, you take it. You can bring it right over to Iclone, not Iclone to Blender, and just hit one button and everything's retopologized. Or you can use RetopFlow and just do it all by hand. You know, you get more control when you do it over by hand. But let's keep going, folks.
And that is a pain in the ass. So using CC3.
Yes, retopology is a pain in the ass, man. I mean, everything you talking about was never meant to be easy. It was never meant to be easy to use Iclone the way you wanted to. It's never meant to be easy to make games the way you want to. I mean, I don't know what you're trying to do. Here's the thing. You're jumping around everywhere. I don't know what you're trying to do. I mean, going by and looking at some of the stuff you've done, it looks like you're trying to make a game, and you're figuring it out as you go on, which is learning. You're actually learning and teaching yourself how to do this. And not a lot of people have the patience to do this stuff. I didn't. And sometimes I take breaks from the shit. Because the shit would drive you crazy. But all your videos just show you getting better at what you want to do. So why blame Reallusion? Well, let's keep watching.
After learning all of that is a blessing, but before that, you're kind of just working with something that you don't. It's like somebody dropped some papers on your desk and they don't tell you what to do with them. You just gotta figure it out.
Well, somebody dropping papers on your desk. Well, the only way you can figure it out is that you have to either ask questions what it is for, or you pick up the paper and do this revolutionary thing called reading. Yes, reading. You got that's why when people give you data, you have to go through the data and read it and understand it. Whether it's been dropped on your desk or whatever. But eventually, you'll get to reading it page by page and start to understand what's in the documents, and then you can say write a report about it and write your own 600 or 700 page report, and then you can take that report and drop it off on somebody else's desk for them to read. Everything happens for a reason. Everything is cause and effect, or whatever you want to call it. But doing things just off the cuff never works.
You know what I'm saying? But you can decide how you want to go forward with it. I'm telling you right now, learn the basics. Get on Udemy. Spend $12.99 when they have a sale, which is damn near every 3 days. And spend $12.99 on Grand Abbot's course to learn how to sculpt a character from scratch in Blender. Learn how to do that. Sculpt 2 characters. Then buy CC3 and learn the workflow from CC3 to ZBrush to take that base mesh and expand it into something different. And you'll understand what I'm saying. Like, damn, I really didn't. I don't need CC3. Now, let me rephrase that. You don't have to have CC3. It is great.
And there you have it, folks. You don't have to have CC3, which is basically, he should have started off with that, with the products. He should have did more on product. I mean, this should have been a whole video about what you want to do with the Reallusion suite, which will make your life easier, and this is what I did. That's how you should have started it out.
Great to have. You might need it. I need it, to be honest with you, because not retopologizing my mesh has got to be the best thing ever. Okay? I was also going to buy a plugin for ZBrush called Wrap 3 Wrap or Wrap 3, where you can have a base mesh that's already having good topology and take your sculpt and map that mesh to the sculpt, so you retopologize like that. But I didn't do it. I stick with the CC3 workflow, and like I said, man, it's because I put in the time to learn the basics, and I'm by no.
So don't buy Reallusion products yet, but he's right here saying that he's still using Reallusion products. You get my drift, folks. He's still using Reallusion products. He's still using Character Creator 3. After he said, you got to buy this, you got to buy that, all the fussing, and what does it all come down to? It all comes down to him finding his workflow. And as we get to his last few minutes, I guarantee you that's what he's going to start talking about, his workflow of how he has now managed to get his workflow to a point that he can work with what he has. Let's listen to some more.
Means a pro sculptor or anything like that, but at the same time, if I would have learned the basics first, I probably wouldn't even spent close to $1,800, $2,000 on this program because of all of the things you need to get it going. So that's my TED Talk. But yeah, man, I would go ahead and get the fuck out of here. You feel me? Y'all take it easy, man. Thank you for stopping by. Peace.
Well, folks. All right, so Super Troll. This it? That was 3 hours ago.
And it's me again.
Here he is.
Sammy Joe. How's it going? Yes, so I wish things could have been different. I wish everybody could be laughing and singing and nodding their heads and having a good year.
So now I'm about to get into the second part of this video of how he basically took everything this man said right here out of context. All right, so here we go.
Say 1,000,000,000% with y'all, man.
It's a crock.
All right, so after this guy says this, right? Hold on, here we go. Let's see. Let's listen.
Man, it's more of a discussion. I'm gonna keep it 100%, 1,000,000,000% with y'all, man. 1,000,000,000. You feel me? My answer?
He's showing you why you shouldn't buy.
No, he wasn't showing us why you shouldn't buy Iclone or Real Illusion. He did. I went through like almost 2 hours explaining this shit. He wasn't telling nobody not to buy it. But if you buy it, you should know exactly what you're going to do with it. I mean, that's just basically what his whole video was. He's frustrated because he went out and bought all this stuff and he didn't know what to do with it when he got it. All right, and when he did get it, it was a big, huge learning curve for him. It wasn't because he's not making this video saying not to buy it, because at the end of the video, he talks about, what does he talk about at the end of the video? That he still uses the stuff. Okay, so what does Joe do? Joe lets the guy talk for the first few seconds, and then Joe starts laying in his garbage. So let's listen to this.
Plugins that you need. So now you need to buy 3 plugins that cost each as much as...
Joe never knows the plugins are because he doesn't use it. So does Joe let the guy talk again? Hold on.
So, look. He's mad about this too.
But look at the prices on this.
And like I said, folks, if you're watching the video earlier, before, you would have saw that there's another way you can buy these animations and whatever. But the guy goes in here and says like, this is Mixamo stuff, and then Joe's like, yes, he agrees with me. This is Mixamo stuff. It's just the constant lying. It's the constant misinformation and lying that this guy makes. It took me 2 hours to get through this whole video. It only took him just a few moments to point out stuff that wasn't explained correctly. And what more can I say, folks? What more can I say? And then he goes back to playing his piano. It's like, I've done enough destruction for Iclone. I found someone who is frustrated for using Real Illusion stuff. So I've done my job for the day, which is miscommunicating everything that man said, and that's all Joe did. All he did was miscommunicated everything that man said. So if you really want to know what the man said, go and find the video. Never, ever, ever. When somebody does this stuff, like, yes, as you can see, yes, someone's discredited about Real Illusion, and I got his video here. I'm going to watch a little bit of it. And if you meet a con man like that, folks, the only thing I have to tell you is basically see for yourself. Go find the video, watch it yourself, like I did. Once you watch the video, you understand the guy ain't got really nothing bad to say about Iclone, but all of the miscommunication, all of the lack of knowledge on his part. But as the video progresses, you'll see that he started to wise up to how to use this stuff. His whole problem was a usage issue for Iclone and the whole Real Illusion suite of Iclone products. All right. And on top of that, he didn't once say, I don't think he even made it look like that he was getting scammed out of nothing, and because he wasn't. The only scam artist is this person right here, trying to convince people to stop buying content for Iclone from the people who make Iclone and come over to him and buy the stuff from Iclone from him, because his stuff, although he doesn't make any Iclone products, but his stuff that he takes from video games and other places is better than the stuff that Real Illusion makes for Iclone, right? Stolen game animations, characters, and all that stuff is way better bought from him to use an Iclone than the stuff that Real Illusion makes or their vendors make. Now, if you want to say that makes sense, go ahead. No, mess with your projects, buy the counterfeit stuff, use it in your game, whatever, and see what happens. Okay, so, yeah, I mean, I actually went down and broke down the whole video, folks. So, I don't think I have nothing else to talk about, folks. I think this is the actual end of this whole series of videos that I've done. And the God Dev, I think everybody should go to his channel, and you should go to his channel and subscribe to it. And what he needs to do, he needs to be in a community. He needs to really be in a community with other Iclone artists. What I mean by community, he'd be a community of Iclone artists who actually uses all this stuff so he can share. The thing about it is nobody's really sharing real good information with him, which really kind of messed him up, So that's about all I have to say today, folks. Man, that was a lot. That was a lot, folks. I mean, that was a lot of shit. That was a lot of shit I had to go through with Funimo. And I mean, he does this every time somebody says something about Iclone or Real Illusion or whatever. Here he comes. He always comes and he tries to focus on. He comes over demonetizes my videos. Like the long one I did, he demonetized it. He tries to do everything he can to hide the fact that I'm right. And I am right. And that's just too bad for him. That's just too bad for him that he can't do nothing. But you got Cardi B using Iclone, and actually putting on the X suits and acting and stuff like that. All right, so what has Joe done? What has he done? What has he done from his mom's garage? What has he done? Nothing. He has done nothing on this caliber, and he never will. And the reason why he never will is because he's too busy playing some fake imaginary ghost phantom someplace, somewhere, trying to convince people of all the stuff that's wrong with Real Illusion, when everything that's wrong with Real Illusion is the fact that he keeps on coming over here in line, and then try to find people to be convinced of, to convince people that Real Illusion is lying, and try to make it look like he'll never lie. I mean, this dude will lie to sell you. Maybe he'll try to convince you to sell his mom's kidney. That's how bad the guy is. And I do mean bad. I mean, he's done a lot of shit, folks. And every time he lies, I debunk him. They use a hit. They use the character creator hit thing to put Cardi B body on a samurai. I guess this would be her version of a Tomb Raider, Xena, whatever it is. It's some type of futuristic type of chick right here. But all this stuff is done in studios, professional studios. I mean, it's a professional tool, folks. It is a professional tool to get fast, quick animation in and out. That's the only thing I can say. And I've been using this product for years. And Joe's problem is that he's had the same product for the same amount of time, and he's done nothing with it but steal other people's stuff to sell it to Iclone users, where he keeps on going back and saying Iclone users steal his stuff, but you keep selling your stuff to Iclone users, and even though your stuff is derived from other people's IPs and everything. Don't ask me, ask Epic. Go and ask Epic. I don't know if it's still up, but we can always go over here to. And it's still here. And as you can see that's Joe. And here is the Parker Poe from Christopher M. Thomas telling them to take down the stuff that Joe has of their stuff. So if you want to trust someone I mean, you don't have to trust me. You can trust him, who got busted for taking. You got busted for taking Fortnite characters and animations and tried to sell them on Gumroad, and then told Gumroad that the original DMCA was from me and someone else when it was really from Epic's lawyer. Then he kept that lie up until Epic went out and got them another lawyer who wasn't afraid to sue somebody to sue somebody into the grave, and that's what they did. That's why they called him Parker Poe. They called him Parker Poe, told him, we're going to sue you if you don't get this, if you don't take this clown shit down. And they took it down. And then Joe cried and cried, and then his channel started disappearing, and he cried some more. So what more can you say? What more can you say? You can trust him, right? You can trust everything he says. I mean, as a matter of fact, you can come over here and read all the things he's done, all the things he's stolen, all the rotten crap he's done, and learn something. Should you trust him? There you go, folks. Should you trust him? Go to truebones.net and just read. I mean, it ain't my website. It's somebody who was duped by him website. But I think we're done here, folks. I know I'm done. And I just had to break down what that guy was saying. I had to understand what he was saying, and I went through it piece by piece, part by part. And although it took me a couple of videos to do it, and Joe demonetized him one of the videos because he was obnoxiously angry. I mean, this guy's obnoxiously angry. But that's it, folks, for today. This is One Gun, and thank you all for sticking around, especially. What time is it? Oh, snap. Okay. All right, folks, I got to go. See you. This is One Gun. I'm signing out. Peace.